welcome to the Serenity Solutions podcast number 44. 44 is a special number. It's an angel number, especially when you get the 4444. But usually when you see 444, it's like you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, which is nice to see. If you see that on the clock, or 444, I should say. Today, I'm going to focus on how to manifest around the winter solstice. My manifestation podcast seemed to be popular, and I love that topic, and I don't get into it as much as I would love to, but I'm going to give it a try today, December 22nd, so we're a day after the winter solstice, and I just researched a little bit on the internet. I'm just going to give you kind of an exercise to do around manifesting around the winter solstice, which is such a special time of year. And it's hopeful because hopefully, I know we will, but get more light coming each day now that we're past the winter solstice. I don't know about you, but it's been challenging to get our walks in the daylight when you're working all day. It's dark in the morning, it's dark when you get home. So these are the times that, you might want to work from home and have that lunch hour walk, or somehow fit it in during the day and get some sunlight, because it's not so good for our circadian rhythm when we're not getting that sunlight in the morning either. It's a good time to get those happy lights and put them on, because you're probably getting up earlier than the light as well. I've been getting up earlier than the light for a really long time, because I tend to get up between 2:30 and 5:30 in the morning from September to December. But this year I started early August, so halfway through December I was ready to start sleeping again like normal person, but now I'm definitely ready to sleep in a little bit, and by sleep in I mean like probably 6:30, 7 o'clock now, which is late compared to 2:30 in the morning, and I mean getting up, starting work, doing the things. Anyways, I'm going to get to the manifestation exercise, and then I'm going to do a few manifest your dream quotes, as well as a numerology poll, just to see where we're at, see what we need as a collective. So if you're listening, you'll get that at the end. Manifestation and manifesting is a topic that I've gotten into more so in the last few years, with what I do, as a side job, and, I know I've always done it in my life naturally, but I really do enjoy it. And there's special times of the year where we have these full moons, we have super moons, we have solstices, and certain times of the year where it's actually like the portals, and the 888 portal, and different portals that we can really make our manifestations and our dreams more powerful. And if we set those intentions, you might see things come to life, and your dreams and your wishes. So let's get down to it. So using the powerful energy of the longest night of the year to reflect, release old patterns, and set intentions for the sun's return is very powerful. Focusing on what we want to let go of is a good thing to do at this time of year, and what we want to welcome, creating sacred spaces with candles or fire or light. Last night I was in the hot tub, and I put the hot tub light on, so that was my meaningful thing to do. And also incorporating nature and performing release rituals like burning written wishes for the new year, of light and growth. We're also entering the year of the horse. If you follow any Chinese rituals, like Chinese horoscopes, that kind of thing. And we're leaving the year of the snake. So it's like we're shedding our old patterns, our old thoughts, our old desires, and welcoming the horse, which is bold and just like going to carry us and our dreams forward, push our dreams forward if we dive into them and do the work. So I always see that horse running now, and it's so powerful to think of that and just like picture that in your desires and your dreams and your manifestations versus the snake that sheds. The snake can be powerful in different ways too, but if you had a powerful 2025, you're likely going to have an even more powerful 2026, especially if you believe. So reflecting and releasing the darkness, journaling, asking yourself what your limiting beliefs are, your negative habits, your old stories, and which you're ready to release. Which ones are you ready to release as the year ends? I'm going to do this exercise after I get off here. And because I did, in my head, I did it in my hot tub when I was driving on my walks. And I really did get into it in nature, which is great. I often have fire on. I do have a lit candle beside me because that is part of this. Fire is very symbolic and comforting, and especially at this time of year, Christmas, when the Christmas lights and the fireplaces and everything light you up and are amazing to have around, and just like the ambiance of the room. But it's also very powerful when it comes to manifesting. So creating that sacred space, maybe special lights, candles, or fire to symbolize the inner light, pieces of nature, maybe like evergreen is often something you see this time of year in wreaths, but also table like centerpieces, or just like if you believe in surrounding yourself with different plants and stuff, crystals, photos maybe that are symbolic of your wishes, desires, or limiting beliefs. And then releasing rituals, writing down things to let go of on slips of paper, maybe little sticky notes, burning them or tearing them up, which signify the release. I do that on a daily basis. When I'm done something, I tear up the paper. I don't know. It's just, there's a hummingbird hanging around here just now, by the way. They always make themselves apparent when I start these podcasts. So I think, like, hey, happy you're sharing this with the world or something like that. And it's a sign from above, which I love. Really get into that spiritual guidance. And like, it's so quiet around here this morning. It's now the afternoon, but it's been a quiet morning, which I love. Oh, there's another little bird visiting, chickadee. Love the quietness, and I figured it was a good time to do number 44 because I have this time of quietness and peace. My dog is relaxed and tired right now. This weather is helping with that. But I did see some sun and now it's gone, so that's kind of sad. But I love the marine layer that happens at this time of year and like how it rises, and I'm just being mindful right now, getting in touch with nature. There's a little chickadee back hanging out on my porch. The hummingbird was just around my really old flowers from the summer. Oh, there's a few chickadees now. They're eating the worms and grass and stuff. So setting the intentions, the dawn. So the darkness is the first reflect and release ritual, and then setting your intentions, visualize, feel what it's like to have your new desires in your life already. So that's a very important part of manifesting, is like visualizing that it's already happened in your life. And then being specific, clearly defining your hopes and dreams for the coming year. So being specific with your manifestations is very important, because if you're vague, it's like, oh, I want a Ferrari. That might not be vague, but That might be specific, but maybe being even more specific is like a red Ferrari with like tinted windows and a sunroof, or a convertible Ferrari. You get the idea, like not just saying I want a Ferrari, but like what specifics do you want in the Ferrari? Do you want like a TV inside? Do you want whatever? I don't know Ferraris very well, but do you want an electric one if there is any? Or when you're talking about your dreams and or goals and setting very specific, clear dreams and hopes and goals for the coming new year is important. Having a candle ritual, lighting a candle and speaking your intentions to the flame. So I'm staring at the flame of this candle right now, and it's cool. I've also got flames happening on my TV and in front of me on the fireplace. But then like seeing the real fire in my candle is even more powerful because, spark just flew out. So maybe that's a sign. Connecting and grounding in a nature walk, observing the stillness and grounding energy of winter in nature. I was just doing that naturally, apparently, by looking out my window, which is a very sweet view. Mountains, marine layer, birds, all different types of birds. Green grass, because it's so green at this time of year. It's one thing I like about winter is everything's green and it looks like a rainforest around here. But like really rooting into nature, grounding yourself in winter. And having a nourishing feast, like preparing warming foods like spiced tea or soup to honor abundance. And abundance is not just one type of abundance like money. It can be love, it can be friendships, it can be abundance in your business, it can be abundance in, sorry, it looked like a hedgehog or something on the fence, but I just need to put my glasses on. But yeah, abundance in nature, in food, whatever it is, not just money. Meditation, focus on gratitude for the past year's lessons and the promise of light ahead. So being grateful, showing gratitude for what you already have, and then calling in your wishes is an amazing thing to do. Being grateful for this year's lessons, and then having hope that there's light ahead. So like being grateful for what you've already accomplished and have, and then calling in what you want, but also visualizing that it's already happening. That's like the most important part of manifestation. And then if you want to extend a manifestation process, you could do a 13 wishes ritual and exercise. So just writing those 13 desires out, folding them, and releasing one each night from the solstice. So last night was the solstice until the 1st of January by burning or ripping it. I'm a little late if I'm starting this, and I think I will. I'll probably will not burn it because that might cause a fire, but ripping it up, I think, is what I'll do. And just do that on sticky notes, your wishes for the next 13 days. It doesn't matter if it's exactly, like if we're still, I was definitely in the energy of the solstice. I was in the hot tub. I was thinking about it. I had the special light on, doing the things, thinking in my head. I didn't write anything out, to be honest, but I will. So by working with the symbolic death and rebirth of the sun during this solstice, you align your intentions with the Earth's natural cycle for powerful manifestation. So it is a really powerful time of year to do that. So I wish you well in 2026 and your manifestations and your manifestation exercise. And I will do it with you as well if anybody's starting it. So the next thing I'm going to do is just read a few quotes from my Manifest Your Dreams book. It's just a book from the dollar store that I like to share. I like to grab things from the dollar store anytime I see things like that because it saves money, but also powerful. I've got a few things that I really enjoy. Some $5 journals that are on gratitude, mindfulness, intention setting. They don't have to be expensive. So the first quote I opened up randomly to was, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. And that's by Epictetus. So first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. That's definitely something I've heard in the industry that I'm in, and not just setting those intentions, but acting on them is important. So we can set intentions, but then they would just be a wish. But if we're acting on them, they become like reality. So the next one is, I have learned that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed. And that's by Booker T. Washington. I'm going to repeat that. I have learned that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed. And we can change that to he or she or they, whatever. I like that one because we all have different paths in life. We all have different obstacles in life. We have different challenges in life, and you don't always see those. I always like to look at the iceberg example, and see, people don't see all the things that you went through to get to where you are now. They only see where you are now and just, oh, it must be nice kind of thing. But there's many obstacles and they're different for everybody, and we all have them, right? So I like that one. And then the last one is, the journey is the reward. And this is by Taoist proverb. So the journey is the reward. So that reminds me, and hopefully you, to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. It's nice to succeed. It's nice to reach your goals. It's nice to accomplish something. But enjoying the journey is the key, because that's a huge part of the process. It's a huge part of life. If we don't enjoy the journey, we're going to be quite miserable, right? Because it's the biggest part of, our life is a journey. But like each thing that we do also has a process and a journey. So that's from the Manifest Your Dreams book. And now I'm going to start shuffling my numerology guidance cards to provide a numerology pull for you. And then I will let you go and enjoy your Monday. Love that I'm home on a Monday. I'm just going to shuffle the cards. So what do we need to know right now? What is going to help us manifest our dreams? Hopefully you can hear me shuffling. What does the collective need to do to manifest these dreams in this powerful time of the year? And what do we need? Let's see. Okay, so I'm being pulled to more of the top this time. Not quite the very top, but like, how many cards down did I reach? Oh, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, this is important because numbers are important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's number 13 that I pulled, and wasn't that just part of something? Number 13. Oh, the 13 wishes and desires that we're going to write down and then rip up before January 1st. We might have to do one on January 1st, though, because it's the 22nd. 32, music is the one that I pulled today. So I'm going to look it up. That's super important to me. I don't know if it's important to you, but it might be meaningful. I'm just going to read what it means. So this card indicates a need to listen to music you enjoy in order to improve your health, well-being, and overall quality of life. Playing, singing, composing, or listening to beautiful music that fills your heart with joy automatically raises your vibration and enhances your connection to Source. Because you attract what you feel in this magnetic vibrational world, when you consistently feel good, you can make your dreams come true. Music is the ultimate way to bring yourself into alignment, because it only takes a few minutes to sing your favorite song in the shower rather than worry about your day. Listen to inspirational music while driving rather than stress about the traffic, or play your favorite CD while doing housework rather than fret about the mess. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to listen to music that you love. It truly has the power to heal your body and your life. When you fill your heart with music, you can manifest your dreams. And the affirmation is, the healing power of music brings me closer to my dreams. So that's a cool card to pull, and it was super random, and it was card number 13. I truly do believe that music makes the world go round, and it is very helpful. Like, if I'm going on a long walk, I often listen to music. I also listen to podcasts on walks, but if I'm in, it depends what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in a mood where I'm like, oh, I just need a break from everything, I don't want to listen to self-development podcasts, I just want to listen to music and the lyrics and the meaning of the song. I like to figure out the meaning of the songs. I used to listen to music when I was younger as a teenager and stuff, like if I was sad or happy, or I think that was always so helpful. I definitely listen to music when I'm cleaning the house. I definitely listen to music in the car, and it's something that I do. Like, going to see live music is something that I do to help myself be happier, and it's something I've been doing more often, and it's really helping build connection and just like make my life better. So highly recommend the music idea if you don't already do that. And I hope you all have an amazing holiday season, whatever way you celebrate. And I wish you safety, happiness, and manifest those goals and desires. Pretend that you already have them. All right. Have an amazing Christmas season. And like I said, if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever you're celebrating, I hope it brings you abundance, peace, and wellness. Stay calm, serene, and cool. And I will see you next time.